Peter Hudgens from Dark Hand Designs. We make custom costumes and masks and full head to toe, like ready to go, like characters.
So tell us about what you brought here today.
Today, the biggest things that I brought with me on the mannequins are the full zombie suits, and I sculpted the underskins for them, like the shirt, gloves, and pants that you see that are the decayed, like corpse look that are showing through the distressed costume. That was all sculpted by me. Except for the sock masks are made with foam latex prosthetics that I got from Boneyard Effects, Effects Faces. But the sock mask itself, I assembled and painted myself to match the sculpts that I came up with for the bodysuit. And basically it was an idea that I had because you see zombies on a haunted house and they might have zombie makeup or they might have a zombie mask on. And you'll see through the distressed clothes that it's just a living person still. It kind of blows the illusion. So I wanted to come up with like a full head to toe icon zombie that like from whatever angle you're looking at it from, it's gonna look like it's a legitimate decaying corpse.
You're not gonna see actual flesh
Right.
of a person.
And it's not gonna, blow that illusion that you're trying to create for them to create that suspension of disbelief for that little moment where they actually feel like they're in a legitimate horror scene.
Right. And then tell us about the masks there that are on the table.
Okay, those are just some designs that I sculpted myself. Haunters, they love masks, so it's just a fun thing to do that people love to buy, and so I've just been trying to expand what we're able to offer by coming up with more and more designs, and I don't like to stick to painting the same design the same way over and over again, so that you'll see I have different variations of the same sculpture painted different ways, and that way, everything's just a little bit different, kind of one of a kind.
And where do you get your inspiration for those things?
All sorts of stuff, obviously, like, movies and comic books and that sort of media influence that I have of the things that I love and admire and kind of am exposed to.
Sure.
But I also like to use a lot of real life reference where I'll search just for like interesting looking people and use their features like in a sculpture basically, so that it's kind of got that realistic real life reference to it, you know what I mean? And that kind of gives it, like
Uniqueness.
a uniqueness, like, because everyone's seen a clown, but if you take a real person's face that's really interesting and then put clown makeup over it, it's gonna be something different that people haven't seen before.
Exactly.
It's not the same clown that you've seen a million times with, like, the pointy chin and the pointy nose and
Right. And what are the other little oddities or trinkets?
Okay, yeah, those are just some things that we've been doing for a long time. That's some of the first things that we started out doing was the jars and the boxes, and they were just kind of like a horror themed, souvenir that people could pick up if they didn't have money to drop on a full costume or an expensive mask, like, but they still wanted to support us, or they enjoy horror, or they have keepsakes that they want to display in something unique. That's the kind of thing that we came up with that for. Been doing this for seriously about 3 years. I've been in the haunt industry about 12 years doing it, and I've kind of picked up knowledge as I went, and it's kind of just evolved from a hobby trying to, do it professionally now and make some money doing it. So I've always had a lot of professional influence around me to like learn from and just kind of expand on my skill set and what I'm able to do. And I've gotten to the point where I'm able to make this kind of stuff and come up with my own designs and try to see if people are into them enough to want the designs for themselves to use for characters and scares and scenes inside their haunted houses. This year we are only scheduled at Mask Fest in September in Indianapolis, and that's attached to Horror Hound Weekend. I have about 4 different masks right now that I offer, and by the end of this year I want to have at least a dozen.
And is it just you then that's in the company doing this? Or?
It's mainly me, but I do have one other artist that helps me.
Social media, where can people find you?
Yeah, I have a Facebook page. It's Dark Hand Designs. My Instagram is Carnal Barker.
Do you have a website or anything for the?
Right now, I have an Etsy page, an Etsy artist page, and that's etsy.com/shop/Carnal Barker.